work that time. Okay, there we go. Okay, so hi everyone. I wanted to bring you along today as I code this mobile application that I have an idea for. I will do a quick overview of my thoughts around the project, but also like a high level kind of deep dive into my thoughts of why I am using certain frameworks. So the basis of this application would be built with Flutter. I love Flutter because it can pretty much do everything you need for iOS and Android. So it's nice to have one code base, but also Flutter has Flutter to Web, which also allows you to use that same code base for the website as well. So overall, that is what I'm aiming for today. So in a high level overview, this will be a mobile application that will create a safe space that's free and inclusive for students. The idea came from the TikTok University and how everyone's just kind of compiling spreadsheets and things like that and kind of hopping around trying to find where everything's at. And I was thinking I could just create a mobile application really quick that would kind of make that a little bit easier and kind of give everyone one place to go, but also so that people are not vendor locked when it comes to their resources that they're providing. Um, so so my core features for this application is for user authentication. I will be using secure login with Google, GitHub, LinkedIn, and email and password. For course management, the instructors can upload like their syllabi and link their educational videos via just grabbing a URL from their TikTok or their YouTube channel, wherever they're posting their videos, and just upload that. There'll be a calendar integration where students can track their class schedule and assignments that they've assigned or subscribed to. And then from there, I have multi-platform support. So that is what I'll be utilizing Flutter and the web for a Flutter web. My goal is to have a scalable back end with that would not let me be vendor locked. I was thinking about going more so with a Firebase back end, but it kind of locks me in so that I can't like really maneuver around. It would be faster to build with the Firebase back end, but I chose Postgres with DigitalOcean this time around so that I cannot be vendor locked in and I can move around the back end as I need to be, but still have a secure database. So let's just kind of touch on the tech stack. So like I said, Flutter for the front end, and then we have what's called ShadCN UI, Cupertino widgets, and then there's Flutter platform widgets that I'll be using for the UI components. And then when it comes to the back end, like I said, we'll be using Postgres, which the database will be hosted on DigitalOcean. And then I'll be using Firebase, but Firebase only for authentication. Firebase has a wonderful set of authentication that is already built in and ready to go, so that'll make my life way easier. And then for my state management and navigation, I'll be using what is called Block. It allows me to have maintainable state management. And then from there, I'll be using what is called Auto Route for declarative navigation. And then after all this, and I've reached like MVP 1, I plan on having some CI/CD and some deployment integration. So I'm thinking of Code Magic for automated builds and deployments, and then Test Flight for my iOS app testing, and then Vercel for my web hosting. So that's kind of where I'm at as of right now. And there's already like some built-in things available for when it comes to testing for Flutter. So I'm not too worried about that. And it is already strong. I can make sure that it's strongly typed and everything is descriptive as well, so that I don't have to worry about any issues there. So outside of that, the biggest thing I gotta do now is get my environment up and running and make sure that I have everything that I need to get going. So now that I have did an overview of my idea of what I'll be going with, I'm gonna pause for a second, go grab me some more of the smoothie I made for myself, and then get started. So I'm gonna pause and come back in about 5 minutes, but I'm so excited to bring you along as I code this Flutter application, but also kind of give you an idea of how an engineer thinks. And then I also got to do a wireframe of kind of how I want things to look and kind of pan out, and user interaction and things like that. So that'll be coming up as well. So see you in a little bit.